Good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you again for joining me for another video. As always, a free way you can support this channel is smash up that like button. I'm still getting used to that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you had for breakfast. Comment algorithm for the algorithm. However, you can support this channel will be greatly appreciated. Thank you again. I'm getting new patrons every day. It's blowing my mind. And the stuff that I post on my Patreon account, World War Bitcoin on Patreon, is worth its weight in gold or in Bitcoin, whatever you want to call that. But let's go ahead and dive right on into it. I want to tell you something. I have had a lot of success at calling bottoms. And with that in mind, I think yesterday, aside from anything crazy happening in the world, any crazy Elon tweets saying that, Bitcoin kills dolphins or something like that, or some major news of government intervention, I believe that we hit a bottom the last 2 days and that we will be recovering. Now, I want to be clear about something. Yesterday in my video, I said that I think Bitcoin, it's just going to take some time for Bitcoin to recover. What does that look like? For me, it's the upper 50,000s. I will see, it's entirely possible that we could be looking at upper 50,000s in Bitcoin as soon as next week and be flirting with that $59,500 resistance that we were testing a lot up until Elon's tweets. And that's possible. I think that for Bitcoin itself, that this really disturbs some people. It's really made some people question whether Bitcoin is going to remain as the alpha dog. In my opinion, it is. And so now they're directing their attention elsewhere. I mean, ETH at this price point, ETH is just looking strong. I know we saw a $4,300 something ETH the other day, but I think we're going to break through that and move on to new all-time highs and forget about that. So anyway, looking good for alts. I'm a little nervous about Binance, to be honest, just with the news that came out yesterday that the government somebody's cracking down on checking in on Binance with money laundering things. Whatever. I still love Binance. I will always love Binance, but that was a stomach punch yesterday, and the crypto markets responded accordingly. But man, what else? Doge is looking very good. Again, I've said about Doge that I was very impressed with the price action after Saturday Night Live. You know that I called, it wasn't even a prediction. It was like, duh, this is going to happen. That it was a buy the excitement, sell the hype type event. That's exactly what happened. Doge showed a lot of support at 40 cents, and it shockingly broke through 40 cents with all the FUD that has come the last few days, but now it's bounced back to 53 cents. I'm going to tell you right now, you see Doge is kind of like the Bitcoin to the other meme coins, altcoins. So you see Doge bouncing up like this. This is when you get into, I say, other meme coins like SafeMoon, SafeMars, Shiba, etc. So Doge is looking strong. If Doge continues to rally like it's looking like it is, you'll probably see better gains in some of those other meme coins. Just a small fraction of your portfolio for short-term gains. Don't get burned. But everything's looking good. Matic, my goodness, Matic is scorching hot. Matic is the definition as to why I am not a trader, why I just prefer to hold and ride a hot hand. I would have sold Matic at about 79 cents if I was a trader, and now it's at $1.34. That's exactly why you just buy and hold, ride the hot hands. Don't try to, in a bull market like this, don't sell Matic too soon. Don't sell things that are scorching hot too soon. Just ride it. If you want to take a little bit of profits, yeah, sure. H-bar is looking good. I'm happy to see that finally. It seems like it's breaking out. But anyway, let's talk about why I am absolutely convinced. Not absolutely convinced. I am moderately convinced that we have seen a bottom. A few things that, a few indicators that I've shared on other platforms. I'm going to just share those again here. First of all, fear greed index at 11, a score of 26. I honestly thought that we would never during this bull run see a score of 26. Let's talk about the fear greed index. I don't think it needs much explaining for me to understand. All right, there's more fear. Yeah, as of yesterday, this was a 26. More fear in the crypto markets than there is greed. In bull runs, what typically happens is that we don't see a fear greed index score lower than 40. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, the coronavirus crash, that was sort of, I mean, it was in an upward period. That was an exception. I mean, like if somebody dropped a nuclear bomb somewhere, knock on wood, that something like that doesn't happen. There we go. But that, aside from major exceptions, the fact that the fear greed index scores at a 26, of all things, a 26, if you put a gun to my head and asked me whether I thought we would see a score of 26 in a bull run like this, my answer would have been no, absolutely not. The lowest I would have said was like 40, maybe a little under 40. The fact that we are at a 26 indicates that this is the buying opportunity of the bull run, okay? Be greedy when everyone else is afraid. Be afraid when everyone else is greedy. Buy the dips. You missed your opportunity. I mean, today is still a great opportunity. But one thing I noticed, my Coinbase account is higher than it's ever been. I mean, it's mostly because of Polygon. And so there's some things you just missed the boat, but other things you can get in. I mean, Bitcoin, get some Bitcoin. I mean, it's at a bargain right now. Get some Ethereum. Ethereum under $4,000 is a bargain right now. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, et cetera, et cetera. Let's talk about some other things here. We have. Ooh, I love this. Oh, I love this so much. All right, net transfer volume from to /2 exchanges, all exchanges. Oh, I love you, Glassnode. If Glassnode, no, I'm not going to talk about making out with Glassnode. I just kind of did. But, all right, what do we have here? March of 2020. This is what the smart money does. Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin crashed down to $3,000 from, I don't know, maybe about $8,000. That same day just crashed super hard down to $3,000. The scariest moment of the 2020s by far, and look what happens. Net transfer volume, tons of people transferring money onto exchanges because they saw that as a buying opportunity. And what a buying opportunity that was. That was an amazing, amazing buying opportunity. And so the smart money transferred money onto exchanges. They got in and boom, shot up like crazy. I've seen a 15x return so far. And look at yesterday. Yesterday was the same thing, or it might have been the day before, but we're seeing the same thing. Yeah, the day before. Net transfer onto exchanges, smart money injecting fiat currency onto exchanges so they can exchange that into crypto. And what are they doing? Oh, that's Bitcoin net transfer volume to exchanges. So this is a good thing. It's a good thing. It is. They saw the buying opportunity. Are we going to see a higher net transfer volume? I mean, we saw, so something I do remember this, during that hash crash, during the Joe Biden FUD that was introduced about increasing capital gains taxes, that was the highest net transfer onto exchanges since the coronavirus crash. And now we've even eclipsed that because people have an appetite to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos at this price, especially institutions. So were you a paper-handed wimp? I hope not. But all right, last thing I want to talk about, SOPR, spent output profit ratio, SOPR. I'm going to actually go to glassnode.com and read this. But, you see anywhere below this line, look at these buying opportunities. Below the line, up. Below the line, shoots up. Below the line, shoots up like crazy. Anytime it goes below this line of 1, that means that people who are selling at a loss in aggregate. And anytime you see something like that, that is a phenomenal buying opportunity. So the spent output profit ratio, 6-hour moving average, dipped to its lowest point since in this chart goes back to October. So in the last 6 months, this was its lowest point. That is an amazing buying opportunity. Okay, so let's take a look at SOPR. I'll just read this part right here, and then we will be done for today. SOPR values greater than 1 implies that the coins moved that day are on average selling at a profit. Price sold is greater than the price paid. SOPR values less than 1, which is what we're talking about yesterday, implies that the coins moved that day are on average selling at a loss. Price sold is less than price paid. SOPR value exactly 1, yada, yada, yada. SOPR trending higher implies profits are being realized. SOPR trending lower implies losses are being realized and or profitable coins are not being spent. So, how good is this at predicting tops? Not necessarily as good. I mean, look at December. If you got scared when SOPR was at 1.15 and sold at that time, you would have sold your Bitcoin and missed out on amazing gains, And so don't worry about it when you see a high SOPR number as much as when you see a low SOPR. When you see this thing get below $1, hit that buy button, at least during this bull run, which we are very much in the middle of. We are nowhere near the end. All right. So I'm going to go live on TikTok probably around 10 a.m. today if you're watching this anytime after I'm making this video. So hop on over to TikTok, World War Bitcoin on TikTok. I made an interesting TikTok today about XYO. It's a cryptocurrency that you can mine on your phone that has actual value. So it might be worth checking that out as well. But otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend, a prosperous weekend. Let's ride these coins to the moon. Peace.